to the Scamslam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
Go ahead and put it on Reddit, guys. I don't care anymore. Go ahead and put it on Reddit, guys. I don't care anymore. Don't really care anymore. I'm on here to talk to my people that actually do care and don't believe all the bullshit they see online. I like just talking to y'all. Not going there. 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 I'm definitely not going there again. I've been there. I've never been there. What's up? I'm just waiting. Wishing my last paycheck from Walmart would have hit my account today, but according to Venmo, they only release it 2 days early, so it might come tomorrow. So I'm just sitting here looking at some place to go besides where I'm at. I guess I don't like the cold anymore. Just, I don't know. The few days that it's only been 60 degrees has been too cold for me. And when I've been told that I'm not hireable back someplace, it kind of slaps me in the face. I guess places really don't like when you just pick up and leave with no warning. I know I want some tater. Live violation. Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. Your live is not eligible for with your feed eligibility stats under our community guidelines. Reasons. What's the reasons? I'm not even doing anything. Quit reporting my stuff for no reason. I didn't even say anything wrong. That's the problem with you people. Underage. Underage. Okay, I look like I'm under 16. That's quite funny. What's up, big tater tot casserole? I'm still drawing the attention of all the scam pages. That's fine. I've told y'all what happened. I really don't care. Nothing much, sitting here staring at this computer screen, drinking coffee. Trying to figure out what I want to do with my life, because I need to figure out something. I'm getting too old to keep doing this, I guess. But then I'm getting too old to really start a life. 37. I ain't got much life left. What's the point of trying to get a job and finding an apartment at my age? "37's not young. Look at all the people that are dying at 41 and 42. It's not young." Well, it's day 4 of not smoking. I mean, I'm doing that, so that should help. There's no need to pick them back up at all, because after 4 days, the nicotine should be out of your system. I start a new job in a couple days. Again, I'm always starting a new job. But yeah, day 4, no smoking, no vaping, no nothing. Just cold turkey. Lots of mints. Lots of mints. I mean, to the point where I don't know what I'm going to do next month if I don't get my food stamps. Because I called DSS earlier, and no state is getting them. Nobody. 42 million Americans, if this government shutdown continues, is not getting their food stamps. So, this is getting ready to get really bad for a lot of people really quick. And what's going to happen is food banks ain't going to have enough food to help them. Grocery stores are going to lose thousands of dollars. Yeah, I've been these. I should have bought more, not knowing food stamps were going to cut off next month. I just opened this one 2 days ago, and I'm already that low. Yeah, theft is about to go through the roof too, but they're also getting ready to lose a lot of money from not having them stamp sales. I know this because working at Walmart, I could see the sales in our app and how much of it was cash, how much of it was food stamps, and how much of it was TANF, how much of it was cash, and all that. And over half of their sales was food stamps. Now, somebody go ahead and say I'm full of it. No, I've done called DSS this morning. I do my research before I speak on anything. How much does a typical grocery store make off of food stamp purchases? All right, that's not helping. Good morning. How much will grocery stores lose if food stamps get cut next month? That might be a better one. Based on our current reports, grocery stores could lose a portion of the estimated 81 billion in substance. Yeah, 81 billion lost revenue for grocery stores next month. And let's just speak on this one being Thanksgiving next month if they don't come up with an agreement. People ain't going to be able to get Thanksgiving for their kids. Families are going to not be able to support their kids next month with food for Thanksgiving. Shelters are going to have more people there eating than what they ever have. Food pantries are going to be overwhelmed. Soup kitchens are going to be overwhelmed if we can't get our heads out of our ass. They're not going to cut food prices if they lose that much money. Food prices have started going down since Trump's been in office. Remember when eggs were $8 a dozen? They're down to like $2 most places. So not really, not ignoring you, but I'm talking on something else right now, man. You can't just expect me to answer your question. And I don't disclose my location, by the way. That's why I ignore it. But what was I saying? It's going to hurt everybody, not just non-working, and not everybody that gets food stamps doesn't work. Some of the people that get them are single mothers that have jobs, work 40 hours a week, support 3 kids because they got a deadbeat father that don't pay child support. and don't contribute. That's true. They will put stuff on sale to be able to sell it. But in the long run, they're going to have to raise the prices to. Okay, I've worked in this field for years. Let's think about it like this. Yes, they're going to have to mark the food down to sell it before they have to donate it. So they can at least make a penny off of it. But grocery stores ain't going to keep doing that to lose money. To make that money back they lost in revenue when they had to discount the merchandise to make it less to sell it, they're going to have to raise the prices come when it comes back around. And it ain't just grocery stores that loses money on the food purchases. Farmers lose money. Everybody loses money. That's possible too, Big Tater, but that's still going to hurt them in the long run if you think about it. It's still going to hurt everybody no matter what happens. It's going to hurt the farmers. It's going to hurt the ranchers. It's going to hurt everybody. They have been price gouging, but eggs have dropped. You can't disagree with that. For a while, a dozen eggs was $8. I bought some eggs, what was it, a month ago, and I paid $1.29, $1.99 for, well, regular eggs. Farm fresh eggs I pay $4 for when I go to a farm stand, but still. Because of bird flu. I already know why that was. I've looked at that one. It's because of the bird flu, which sucks. Egg prices were, woo, you had to be rich. No, it does not. I'm not disagreeing with you. Grocery prices are high. That is so true. I mean, a 12-pack of soda used to be $4 or $5. Now it's 12. Box of cereal used to be 2 or 3. Now it's like 6. I mean, hell, I used to go to, where is it? They started going up there in Biden administration and Trump. Doesn't matter, but I've already spent all my food stamps in less than a week because I go to Hy-Vee. Get a sandwich, a drink, a bag of chips, and dessert. That's $20. Because the sandwich alone $6, the drink's $2, the dessert's about $6, so that's $12. Yeah, it's not cheap. Now, the one thing I have saved money on, I will say this is a good investment. I go to this coffee shop. They have a membership you can get for your drinks. And I spent $5 on it for 3 months. $5 a month for 3 months. Or no, $5 a month for 3 months. So it's $5 a month for 3 months. I've already had 3 or 4 drinks, which that's already that covers my $5. Like people say Starbucks is expensive, $5 for coffee. If you get the For Here cup, everyone has their 5 on carbs. I'm not arguing with you, man. I'm just making a point. Food pantries and soup kitchens are going to be overran next month. You're happy that food stamps are going to be cut? That's sad to say. Okay. I'm just discussing too. It's going to suck for everybody, even the working class people. I work, and I still live in a shelter. Why would you be happy that a single mother is going to lose her food stamps, can't feed her children? That is very disrespectful to say. I have several single moms that follow me. I know you don't, Tater, but I've also said some very controversial stuff and did some very controversial stuff. A lot of people do work to get food stamps. Do you not understand that? Do you think that everybody that gets them is homeless, living on the street, and doing drugs? That's not true. Some of them are single mothers that work 40 to 60 hours a week and support 3 children because they have a deadbeat father that doesn't want to help. So, yeah, you're totally wrong on that. It's the ones that abuse the system. Some of them do work 2 jobs, dude. You just sound. Wow. I know a lot of single mothers that work 2 jobs. I see them at the shelter getting food because they can't support their kids because they're working all the time. And dads, there's single dads too that does it. There is a lot to abuse the system. I'm not. Dude, I'm about to block you. That is just wow. Give up the kids? No, they're better off with their biological parents. It ain't their fault that everything is so high and minimum wage doesn't want to go up to be able to help or stuff doesn't. Wow. Wow. That's just. Dude, you're just a piece of work. Unless you're just a troll. I don't really care. Technically, federal minimum wage is still $7.25. Federally. He, federally, it is. I have a moderator in here somewhere, I thought. Somebody get rid of Money Team. The damn should be. You are being rude. You're telling a single mother to give up her kids when she's trying her hardest to support them. And you're saying she should give them up because she's struggling because of a messed up economy. Come on now. Think about that sentence for 1 second. What's up, Simp? I mean, I grew up in the state's care. I grew up in the system until I was 18 years old because my mother was a crackhead that stole me from my dad and sold me to my aunt and uncle, which passed away when I was 8 years old, which threw me into a system where I was abused physically, mentally, sexually for years. So, yeah, let's give up our kids to that. Let's give up our kids to a system that's broken. Let's go do that. Let's give our kids up to a broken system. Let's let them go into a system where they're liable to get raped and beat and tortured and made fun of and everything. Let's do that. Hopefully I don't get banned for this one. I was essayed when I was 8 years old by a foster dad. Forcefully. My innocence taken. therapy because he beat it into me that it's my fault. Yeah, the government still shut down. That was my fault for months afterwards. I don't agree in the system. I'm sorry. You're never gonna convince somebody that grew up in foster care that was beat not by just one family but several and SA'd by another one that it's a good system. Sorry, you're just not going to convince me of that. I only had one group home that was good to me. One. And the only time I felt right or felt normal was when I was at school. And I got put out of there because school was canceled one day and I went off. So I'm never going to agree that I think a kid's better off with a single mother struggling than he is in state's care any day of the week. Sorry, that's just my opinion. Well, I didn't get adopted, so I was in state's care from the age of 8 to 18. I went into Our Lady of Peace Hospital 23 times. I was in 17 different group homes. I was 4 different foster homes. They stopped placing me with foster parents because I kept getting bad ones because I was in what was called a for-profit foster care system. So each one of the parents were doing it for profit. They didn't care about the kid. They didn't care about anything. They made sure I ate and had food. But other than that, they could care less about anything else. I'm not saying all, but I just don't like the system. I am never going to agree that, okay, well, I guess if a mother just can't, I don't know. I don't know how to say that. I just don't. I've seen too many horror stories, man. I'm an advocate against foster care. I'm sorry. I'm an advocate against group homes. I mean, there is some good group homes out there. Don't get me wrong. I was in a great one in Hodgenville, Kentucky, where I went to school. Great one. Great counselor there that helped me get over my pain and trauma. Some parents are worse. Mine, dude, my mother is a crackhead, a recovering crackhead. She's finally sober. She literally went to California where my dad was and took me and sold me to my aunt and uncle. I mean, my aunt and uncle was great. The 8, 9 years I was with them, they taught me a lot. Do I wish my aunt and uncle would have been able to raise me till I was 18? Hell yes. My uncle never took food stamps, but back in the 90s, yes, people having more kids than they should have is true. That's using the system for what it's not supposed to be for. That I disagree with in a heartbeat. But do I wish my aunt and uncle could have raised me till I was 18? Yes. Those two were saints. That man did not. He made sure. No, my dad would have been a good fit for me too. My mother sold me to them without my dad's permission. Stole me from California, brought me back to Louisville, Kentucky, and gave me to my aunt and uncle. Signed the paperwork over without my dad there somehow. They changed my last name, and my dad didn't even know where I was. And he didn't want to fight my uncle because he was a Vietnam veteran, and dad was young and didn't know the law and was scared of my uncle. A lot of people were scared of my uncle. And then after I was taken by the state, nobody even tried to contact my dad, even though he lived right around the corner from us. No, I would have been better off with my dad. But if I would have had to been with my aunt and uncle, I would have rather them raise me all the way till I was 18. My dad would have raised me good too. He raised 2 daughters after I was taken. I'm the oldest. I still talk to my dad sometimes. My mom no. My aunt and uncle passed away when I was 8 years old. My dad is somewhere in Louisville as a truck driver, doing his own thing. I am trying to make 20 to 30 bucks a day, though, if anybody wants to help. No, my dad ain't gonna let me live with him. We're not that close. I send a message on message because he won't. I mean, I don't understand how to answer that one. He don't let any of his kids stay with him. That doesn't mean he's gonna let me stay with him. A lot of parents don't do that. That's not a thing, really, from when he was raised. He don't even let his daughter stay with him. Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm always struggling because of the decisions I tend to make. Because I can't stay in one place. What government? There's no government assistance for anybody right now. The government is shut down. Carnival's over. It's winter. Where's tater tot? Casserole. Nope, I'm not there anymore. That's true, but not true. I could also just stay somewhere long enough to get a vehicle and travel around and do temp agency work, day pay work through staffing agencies, which is what I need to do. I need to stay long enough someplace to get me a car or a van. And then I can travel state to state doing different odd jobs and doing the van life thing. Stay one place for a week or two, then another place for a week or two, then another place for a week or two, then stay in Park and Tater's backyard for a day or two. Yep, I'm homeless. Damn. What did I come on Facebook for? I came on here for something. Oh, Marketplace. Internet outage. Huh. I had to leave. It was time. It was over with. It was time to fuck off. Tater Tot, where you at, buddy? You still in here? You're one of my friends. Send me $100. Huh. There's always a bunch of vehicles on Marketplace. $2,800, $1,400, 4,000, 1,200. Dude, I could live in the back of a van forever. As long as I found work in different cities at temp agencies, I'd be fine. It's called People Ready. I would just go to cities that have People Ready. Yeah, I got a license. I got to go back to Mississippi in the next couple of years. I haven't had a tent in a long time. The Mississippi soon to renew it, but yeah, I still got my license. Mm-hmm. Yep, must be. Must be. I only have Venmo if anybody wants to help. If not, I understand. It is okay if nobody does. Food, bus fare. I can get into a shelter every once in a while here. It all depends on what day of the week it is and if they have any room or not. Oh, suck my farts. I wish my fucking check would hit from last check would hit from Walmart so I could go take a sneeze. Yep, I used to. I'm just waiting on my fucking check, my last one. It says it's going into my Venmo account, but I don't know what dry begging is. I straight up asked for $20, but tomorrow would technically be 2 days early. Not today. So I don't know. I don't know where my home is. I like the homie hop. Do I think anybody on here is going to help me with $20 now? Pretty sure it's not going to happen. Yep. It's getting an interview at Taco Bell. That's the play. You can't just go in someplace and start working. You have to have an interview and all that. I can't just walk in and jump behind the counter and start working. I don't think that works like that. Yep, I ask random people for money all the time.
We ask a lot of our patients. We put them to sleep, cut them open, poke around in their brains, and cut.
Tater Jot. Well, goodbye. Tater Jot. Well, goodbye.